Traders, hello, welcome back to my channel FX Vision and channel. Thank you so much everyone for joining me today. Today I'm going to discuss gold US dollar for the upcoming week starting from Monday 23rd of September 2024 and the weeks end on 27th of September 2024. Tell me everyone, how is it going? So you can say this is weekly forex forecast for gold as well. Now tell me how is going. I hope you must have made a good decisions in the last few weeks. As we have seen, it was expected that gold is going complete its bullish wave. So today's session is also a weekly forex forecast, plus this is also an educational session, and I will try to explain the importance of trend lines, how to draw trend lines as well, and obviously more on these trends. Since gold is trending up, this is the best time to focus on the trend lines in such situations, followed by support and resistance and some levels of Fibonacci as well. And obviously you all know ABCD pattern. That's my all-time favorite pattern which I usually trade. So first of all, as per my last analysis, you can see 2622.53 was going to be the all-time high resistance until now. So far, if you can see, we have seen a very fantastic rejection from this particular level, and we have successfully assumed 209 pips move, and it was. So let's have a look at the gold US dollar for the upcoming week, and I am so sure enough that you will be finding some good trading opportunities because of those who follow the trend line very nicely, followed by the Fibonacci. I have seen those make very fantastic profits in this market, but those who don't follow the rules correctly, and those who violate the rules and who become so much greedy and less patience, then yes, for them it can be very much challenging. So if someone is emotionally very weak, it can potentially be very much challenging for those who emotionally weak traders, right? So let's have a look at this gold US dollar monthly time frame at the movement. And if you see right here, first of all, what I usually do is I find a support. This is like a very common thing for me now. So if you see, there are like very much fantastic levels right here, and right here. Market moved very nicely and fantastic, but first of all I should see what type of support I'm going to trade, because there are plenty of them. If you can see on my chart, if I make it like this, it will become like this. So obviously no one would definitely like to trade like this, and this a long term. I need one support level, and right here what I will do is I will need to find out a breakout point for myself. And right here, as you can see, this is very fantastic breakout point. Now what is a breakout point, let me tell you, is that why this is a breakout point. This was the first attempt we traded to the sell side. You know, this is the second attempt traded to the sell side, and traded to the sell side. This one was a little bit smaller, take profit right here, and from here a double top was expected that never formed. I assume some SL hits right here, and the market completely broke to 0.75 levels. So 2075 on the monthly time frame, we have a very fantastic support right here. And now I will be quickly moving on to the weekly time frame. And on the weekly time frame, if you see, there is another support right here, and that is around 2270, 2280, approximately this level. So now for this upcoming week, obviously I also don't need that level, so I can focus on 2280 as well. And now I would like to go down frame, and if I see right here, we have a fantastic zone of support as well, but it needs some sort of confirmation and some sort of explanation as well. Because if you see, the market gain this bullish movement all the way from the right here, and if you see fantastically. Right here we can focus on this particular trend line, and you know this trend line, for those of you who ask me when we can trade a trend line, just have a look at it right here. When it was in initial and all of these stories here, when the price was right here and it go up there, at this particular stage this trend line was activated, and this was the correct way to trade it right here. So one touch, second touch, and the third touch, that is obviously tradable. Right, so this is very very fantastic strategy. If anyone wants to the master, they can master. It's very very easy. We just need initial, second touch, and obviously the third touch we can trade. Right, so this is trend line right here we have seen, and it needs further explanation. If you can see, we have false breakouts as well, and bottom as well right here, but the overall theme of this particular trade setup is ABCD pattern. So right here, if you can see, it exactly completed that point. D somewhere right here, this was a C. I have discussed all of them in a weekly forex forecast videos. Now my friends, what we can potentially do is such situation when the market is currently going on a bullish wave. First, I would like to switch to the H4, and I will not like to go below H4. Why? Because this is the best time frame to trade on the weekly basis. Stories are very much different right here. As you can see, we have spotted this very very nice resistance and support, so I will try to adjust it like this. 2470 was one of my levels. Most of you follow me, you will know that this was the very fantastic bullish move, and right here some false breakout occurs. So now the strategy even seems more better and easy to understand, and there upon this trend line we have got this particular trade set up right here. So this was the situation that I have discussed in the previous videos right here in the form of the ABCD pattern. Remember, whenever the price takes a third rejection from the, obviously the third one, this was the third, right, and this one, sorry, this one and this one. So obviously this is the start point right here. As you can see, this is the midpoint. Mid is confirmation point, right? Then those who ask me, this is the confirmation point and this is the execution point, right? So execution point right here we usually take trades. Why? Because this is going to be the third touch of the trend line. So this is a very very fantastic and a beautiful concept you can learn and you can practice. Moving on further right here, as it was expected, we have seen a very very fantastic retest of the structure right here, and the market continue bullish till 2622. And right here, what is the most likely to going to happen is I'm going to show you that on the daily time frame candlestick pattern a little bit, because we definitely need it right here. If you see the candlestick pattern of this particular daily time frame right here, exactly at our retest point, since this was the breakout right here, if you can see, this was the point D. So this is the breakout, right? A breakout point. This is also the breakout point right here, this whole area. So the breakout occurred right here, and soon after the breakout what we have seen is we have got a retest. So whenever this rule of forex on the retest, we take what we take a trading decision, right? So right here, these bulls on Thursday right here on and Friday, you can see they took buying position, but in order to see whether these will sustain in the upcoming week or not, for that I will need to switch to the lower time frames, the H4 right here. And as you can see now, our whole system looks very very nice. So as per my previous plan, there was this trade opportunity I have discussed with all of you, if you all remember, and obviously it worked very very nicely as well right here. So if you can see, as per this current plan and this bullish trend right here, the market has still some powers to move to 2636, but this is not yet guaranteed, right? Because in the upcoming week there are several levels that we can focus on. First, there will be obviously 26 36 market go up there. If there is any sort of support forms up there, it will be coming back to 2591, and if the breakout retest occurs, then that will be a continuation. So this will be a separate trade, this will be a separate trade right here. At the market open, if we get something on the H1, let's say if we get a type of pattern like this, let me show you. Then obviously right here, let's say the market isn't moving very nicely to the top side of the market, then this is going to be a very fantastic double top right here. And let me also add RSI to this particular plan, because definitely RSI is going to be very key instrument that I use almost since 2016. So the period I used is 14 and level 70. So whenever the price is above 80, it means it is overbought, and below 20 it means oversold. So on the RSI situation of the H1, there is obviously, if we can spot some sort of divergence like this, obviously we have got, we have got overbought OB situation right here. Now if the market go till here, till 80, it shows something like this, a downward arrow, and by then if the market is right here, and if uh, pick if it give a candlestick pattern something like this, then it will be even more ideal one. There are more patterns that can be formed like this and like this, totally bad type of trades as well. I also will say that situation, don't ever try to trade this market, but if that looks something perfect, let me also find out a perfect example for you, so that it will be very easy for you to identify this particular pattern. If you see, this is also a perfect, that one that I will be looking for on the H1, and that the current zone 26 22, if I get it, I will be trading it. And just have a look at it right here. Even the RSI was not above 80, it was right here, and it was approximately very slight, like I should say slight divergence right here. So now let me explain what is the slight divergence. There are strong and weak. So this was a weak divergence, and you can see it worked very nicely, not just once but several confirmation it gave. And even to the buy side of the market, it gave, if good confirmation. This was the hidden divergence right here, and obviously then right here, if you can see. So on the H1 on gold these days, especially, not every time, these days these patterns are very much common. So I just want to share it with you, so that anyone who is looking for a type of trade setup on the H1 right here, then yes, obviously this is going to be a perfect one. Otherwise 2591 can also work very nicely for quick profits right here. And this 2553 till 2560 can be a very fantastic buying opportunity as well. Now let's further see that if this weekly candle closed very bearish, as per the price action, what further can happen next. If we also see the weekly, this is the first week, this is second week, and 2 weeks the market closed very nicely bullish right here. So right here we have to see that since this present candle closes like this in green, right? Let me change the colors so that you can see it very nicely. So this candle closed very nicely green. This is a green candle, bullish one. So next week it is possible that the market slowly on the lower time frames come back down, take the retest of this lower point 2553, and then it continues back up. So that 2553 can also work very nice and fantastic zone for the intraday traders or for the day traders. And then obviously we have to see, like till now so far 26, 22 and 25, 53, I should say 2560 as well, and 2575 70 to be more good. But this is a precise level, right? Those who, for those who type of traders, not for more and have no fear of missing, then they have the fantastic zone called 2550. So in the weekly time frame, if you see, this is much zone, and I think if you are my audience and if you are my follower, you should definitely try to look for these confirmations and don't ever get lost in the market. So you will be happy, and I will be happy because my audience is following me very nicely. Suggestions, right? My analysis is 80% of the time correct, but obviously emotionally, if you are a strong person, you will be able to take these opportunities, right, my friends? So this was regarding the gold US dollar. I would like to say that to please like and subscribe my channel, and do share my videos to all the friends who want to start the trading opportunities in Forex. Thanks a lot to my friends. Thank you very much.